Welcome back, welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show.
So if you think that funnels are just for coaches and influencers, not even close. Every niche needs funnels. And yes, that does include veterans because funnels aren't just for selling, they're for sharing stories, building community, and creating impact in any space. Whether you're a veteran offering services, mentorship, merch, or a message, a funnel can help you reach more people because funnels build trust, capture leads, and guide people toward action online and offline. In today's episode of Pitch Practice, the show, Brandon.
The show. I'm here, man. Getting bombarded with text with stupid stuff. Let me put my teal on Do Not Disturb for a minute here.
All
The show.
right.
Pitch Practice. The show.
All right, but we want but basically, like I'm saying, the niche doesn't matter, but the strategy does. And veterans have powerful stories and skills that funnels can help package that into something that creates income and impact. And with funnels, there's no audience is too specific or too small because there's a funnel for every mission. Veterans, don't stay invisible. Your story, your service, and brand deserves a platform. And today, that's what we're going to be talking about. What's up? My name is Mark. I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff. What's up?
Brandon here with BK Exit Enterprises, your chief business strategist and digital plumber, fixing all those leaks in your business to make sure those leads are flowing through like a well-greased pipe, I guess. I don't know. That's the best way to put it. So, wow, another week. We are here. It is June. We are literally 6 months into the year. Where has the year gone? It feels like it's been 10 years.
Wow, it's crazy. Look, yeah, I agree with you. It's almost the middle of summer already. I feel the days getting longer here. What about you over there?
Yeah. So 9 o'clock, it's the sun is setting, and I like it because at least I can go outside and cut the grass later at night, or at least go out on a walk.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been pretty warm here, and it's not until that time that it starts to cool off, and you're actually safe to go outside. That's what I'll say here in Texas. Yeah, okay. Facebook is not allowing to change the privacy setting on the live video right away. So it's just
Nope, not anymore.
yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah, looks like that is something we'll have to do afterwards. But we've got an amazing episode for you today. We've got a special guest. I know that you're just like pushing at the doors for us to let him come on, but give us a hashtag in the comments where you're watching from, and tell us if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay. Um, this week is did you know this week was at the Mastermind in Paradise?
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
Yes. So I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO. I think there's a group of the Russell Brunson's inner circle down there enjoying fabulous Mexico at a resort while learning There's not, it's always awesome to just learn, but when you can learn in a beautiful setting, do you learn better that way, or is that too distracting for you?
I mean, I would just like to go to Mexico at this point in time. Like it doesn't even matter what I'm doing, but to have that opportunity would be absolutely great. So we got some work to do so we can, get into the inner circle and then have the time to go down to Mexico whenever we wanted. 'Cause I figure if we can afford the inner circle, we can afford to go to Mexico whenever we want, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering what is he I was just wondering what's going to be the future of the mastermind in paradise, with no more funnel hacking lives, because it's typically he'll do the coaching program, and then with that coaching program, and you join the 2CCX coaching, and then the mastermind in paradise is one of those events that's throughout the year. It'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out in the future. Other than that, what we don't want. Okay, so without further ado, we've got a lot of good conversation that we're going to get into today. So we want to go ahead and introduce our special guest. Now, he is a ClickFunnels certified partner and a ClickFunnels certified funnel builder, as well as a ClickFunnels ambassador. He's widely known as the support guy at the ClickFunnels Pro Tools, or CF Pro Tools for those out there that are familiar. But in reality, he's actually a YouTube monetization expert. He's a former Army veteran, a funnel strategy expert. His days are spent with serving fellow veteran entrepreneurs, helping them monetize the skills they learned in the service in the real world to bring that to the online world. Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to Matthew King.
What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
What's up, man? Absolutely, man.
I
Awesome to
don't
see
think
you
you can
again.
be a
Well,
former veteran, can you? Like, once you're a veteran, you're just a veteran. That's what you meant.
Former active duty military personnel.
did I say former veteran?
Yeah, it's all good, man. No worries.
Hey, thank you for your service, Matt. And as a former, well, not a former Army veteran, as from one Army veteran to another Army veteran, aren't you glad you weren't a Marine?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know that I could have cut it in the Marines. The Army was probably enough for me. So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know how Marines get when you call them a former Marine.
Oh, yeah. You're like, once a Marine, always a Marine. Semper Fi. I have no idea. Sorry to any Marines that I just completely offended the crap out of.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Right. I don't need anybody coming after me.
Oh yeah, you know how
Right.
it's a thing between the military, but I always really love the Army. But thanks for stopping by on our show today, Matt. For those out there that don't know who you are, go ahead and we're going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and introduce yourself out there to the pitch practice audience.
Yeah. So, hey, I think you did a pretty good job of the intro. So I don't know what else I could add to it almost. But yeah, I'm a former military. And served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and all the while always had that entrepreneur spirit and wanted to start something up. I remember creating my first program. I call this story from a cot in Afghanistan. So I created my first program while deployed, working 14-hour days, and then I'd come back and work on some apps and some products, and work with some people over Skype in order to get a program up and running using product launch formula. But that kind of led into becoming a ClickFunnels certified partner and a funnel builder, and doing all that stuff. I was just waiting for the perfect opportunity to be like, "What's up? I got this."
Whoa, what is that? Wait a minute, you can't just flash that and put it back.
It's the
Certified
funnel
funnel builder. Wow, that is a nice piece of
As
I was
the yeah, it's a nice award that ClickFunnels hooked me up with. It gave me the opportunity to one, earn it, and two, to be able to walk across the stage at an FHL event and get my get my picture with Russell Brunson and Todd Dickerson. So but no, I mean that it's an authority kicker. You know, it's like, hey, look at this. But it's a good one for the I love me wall. But at the end of the day, it just says, I can help you, and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to funnels.
nice. Give us a little bit more info about that award for those out there that are not familiar with that. That is the ClickFunnels Certified Funnel Builder Award. And how do you? And this award is not just given out. This is not something that you can win. What did you do to get that award?
So that particular,
or what does someone have to do?
Yeah. So when first of all, you have to wait for ClickFunnels to unlock or do a launch for their funnel builder certification and coaching or consulting program, which they just did a re-release literally last week for it, I believe. And once you get in, you go through the training. I know what it was like to get this award, but I'm not 100% sure what you have to do to get the one in the new program, because I went through the old program and got this, and things are a little bit different now. You get badges like bronze badge and silver badge, but when I went through, we had to build 18 different types of funnels in different ways. So and then you had to go through a whole bunch of training and answer questions and do quizzes. And if you could do all 18 of them, you get one of those. If you don't do all 18 of them, you just get to call yourself a funnel builder certified guy. But with that 18th one, you get this thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it is a mark of excellence for funnel builders. It says that you have reached the highest level of skills and ability to create funnels. How does that make you feel?
Makes you feel good, I guess. It was a good day when I got that. I think there is a box opening video somewhere on my Facebook feed for that. One of the few times I went live or created a video to put on. I don't know if it's on my feed. It might have put it in the Facebook group for ClickFunnels, but it's out there. It's out there somewhere. Things are a little bit different now. They actually gamified the system so you can get the different badges, which is pretty cool. As far as how they do that now, they got Catherine Jones, Lish, who created. Help me out. What'd she create?
Oh, design
school, right? CF design school. So they got her involved, and she's doing a lot of the training. And now you can go through and kind of level up. When you make like 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, and $1 million, you get silver award. You get a bronze, silver, gold, and then diamond. And you can wear like this really cool badge around that it's like solid metal, and you can take that to events. You can get, so it was cool when they were having FHL, because you could go to FHL and people kind of had an idea what it was, but now it's hard to get into an FHL event because they don't have one. And so you have to go to the CF Connect events, which I think is where I met you guys. So,
were you at?
Yeah, we were in Los Angeles.
I was in LA. I met Brandon there. I don't know about, were you there?
Yep.
I was there. I was there.
All right. Yeah, that's where I met you guys.
and then at ClickFunnels, because for all of those out there, our repeat watchers, you may remember Matt was with us live from Funnel Hacking Live. I think it was day 2 when we were it was after that big announcement about Offer Lab, and I remember we were standing out there in the
Yep.
hallway, noisy as it was. And some of you may remember Matt as the main support guy at CF Pro Tools. So tell us, what have you been up to these days, Matt?
So I consider myself a free agent these days, but for probably the last 5 years or so, I've also been. I did work with ClickFunnels, and I worked with Jamie Smith at CF Pro Tools, and I was pretty much in charge of all the training, customer success, working with the customers, and just doing support and just kind of reaching out, Facebook moderation, that kind of stuff. So just basically making sure that people get their add-ons installed and get where they're going and get the conversions that they're looking for using the tools that we had available. So I think I was the answer to the question, right? Brandon over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You answered it well. I will say you answered
Okay.
it very well.
I don't know. Like, I kind of feel I'm like, there's dead silence. Am I supposed to like continue answering that? Where am I going? So, but no, that's kind of where I was with that. But I've kind of moved on into the free agent realm, and kind of cherry picking at my own clients now. So
Okay. And that was something that, I think when we kind of got in touch over the past week, and you told me that I think I posted something on my social media about how my YouTube channel has grown, and the amount of growth that I've seen recently, just from the amount of short form content that I've been putting out there. It's been pretty significant. But you've had some success with it as well. Tell us about your I did not know that you were a YouTube monetization specialist, and that you I think you kind of trumped my little 200,000 views, Brandon. He trumped it. I think he's at like a 500,000 or 1 million views or something.
I'm getting there. If I did that, I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but I did just while we were sitting here, I was kind of curious because I was like, in case it comes up, I should probably go look and see where I'm at. As of yesterday, I did get a new achievement medal from vidIQ showing that I have 375,000 views on my it's funny thing is it's like my tester YouTube channel. It doesn't have anything to do with YouTube monetization or ClickFunnels or how to hook up Stripe to ClickFunnels. It's not that kind of stuff. It's flight sim. So like that's like just a hobby that I got into, and I was like, I want to take a channel and I want to monetize it and want to build something out of it. And that was probably about 2 years ago, maybe just over that. And my main goal was, can I consistently make traffic, or I'm sorry, can I consistently create content for this channel and see where it goes? And consistency is definitely the key, and that's gotten me to where I am. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Beast or any of these guys with like millions and millions of views or anything, but it is a good feeling to know that you can monetize a channel within 6 months of having one up. And then that's kind of like it's like the gateway drug, man. It's like you're like, I've monetized. You're not going to make a ton of money off of AdSense, but there's so many other doors that can open up from being monetized. One, just knowing that you were able to get that achievement, right? And then from there, it really opens up the doors to lead gen, traffic generation, and creating courses, because you have people that follow you. You have a platform at that point.
Nice. So flight sim, tell us more. What is it? Is it you teaching? Is it you talking? Is it faceless? What type of content are you creating?
It started out as hey, look at this flight simulator that I created. It's a home flight simulator. It's actually right there, although you can't really see too much of it in the background there. But The idea was, hey, I'm going to create little how-to guides on how to use the, or how to build one of these, how I created the desk, how I created the panel, how I created, what desk or what monitor do I use, what software do I use, what PC did I use, and what peripherals did I use. So it's very much me on camera. It's definitely not faceless, but it's reviews and how-tos. And sometimes when I'm feeling it, I'll go for a flight. So because that's what I do. I fly. And so I get in there, go for a little flight in the flight sim, say, this is how you do the flight planning. This is how you do that. So screen cap, plus a webcam and a little bit of editing. And I just throw it up. I make like 8 to 12 minute videos once a week and throw them up on the YouTube channel. And as long as it's something that people are looking for, or especially if it's something somewhat controversial. I mean, it's a flight sim, how controversial can you get? But if you can hit on a topic like Microsoft Flight Simulator versus X-Plane, then you've hit on a top, at least in the flight sim market, you've hit on a controversial topic. And so if you, and I'm sure that every niche has their controversies. So if you can hit those, you'll get some little gold stars out there and do something with it.
People like drama.
Yeah, that's nice. That's interesting that you can find a controversial topic in flight simulation,
right?
Which
I wasn't expecting that.
I think that goes to show that's kind of like the argument between Restream and StreamYard.
Which one is it? And then, but it's those things that are going to get the content, that are going to get the comment flow going. Like you don't even have to do anything. They're going to come on. You're going to, of course, have your haters that come in and go, "You're a turd. You talk too much. You look like an idiot." Whatever. But then you're also going to get the ones, they're going to go back and forth and say Microsoft Flight Simulator is better because of this, X-Plane is better because of this, PC is better because of this, Mac's better than this, and they're just filling up the algorithm for you. So they're like, you just have to sit back like this and go, yeah, this is great. I'm just going to sit back and watch this with some popcorn, throw the popcorn in, and watch the traffic flow.
So is that the secret to success then? Just be as subtly controversial as possible?
It probably, honestly, if you could find a lot of controversial topics, that's, I wouldn't say the secret, but if you want something to go viral-ish, it's probably a good way to do it. And then have good content. Like Russell Brunson always says, you have to have an attractive character. People have to want to come back and continue to watch your content. Otherwise, you might just have a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, and then just sit back. It's interesting that you say that, because I think a lot of people's fear is the feedback and the negative comments and just, for lack of a better term, just the hatred of some people out there online. And when you have experience, you see the hatred, like someone's calling you stupid. It's like,
yeah, I've seen it. I've had people. There's a lot of it is more than the hatred and the hate talk in the comments. It's the trolling that drives me more nuts than anything else. I like that the ClickFunnels ad there. But yeah,
that's a paid placement.
Paid placement. All right, well played, sir. But yeah, it's the trolls that just come in and want to they want to just talk crap until they get you pissed off, and they're like, oh, you want to be a dick? You're a complete tool, and they want to come in and then they want to act like you're the problem, and they start reporting you, and you're like, I'm not even the problem, dude. What's going on?
Yeah.
Quick question: do you respond?
I used to. And it really goes nowhere. So the best thing you can really do is just when you recognize it, just kind of stop responding. You can leave the comments up. They're still good for the algorithm, but And a lot of times, especially if you have a channel that has a lot of viewers, people that like you, they'll actually go to bat for you, and you don't even have to get involved. You just sit back and this is gonna be fun, and watch them go back and forth at each other, and you don't even have to get involved in it. And so, which is honestly, if you can keep your cool and not go off the emotional deep end because somebody's trolling you, then that's probably the best course of action.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
So what's your other channel do?
Other YouTube channel? Oh, I have I have a funnel, or I have a channel called All Things Funnels, but I haven't used it in a long time. So I'm creating a I'm gonna try to revive it, and then if it works, I'm gonna create a course out of it. But that one's not monetized. Except for the affiliate links. Technically, an affiliate link is monetization, and that still does its job well, but it's not YouTube monetized.
Nice. Interesting, because I wouldn't think that flight simulation is this this broad niche. It seems like a really a really niche something that just a few people might be interested in. Same thing with funnels too. It's not at such a broad reach as because you'll notice how Mr. Beast, his videos can reach a wide audience, because he's talking about, what does he talk about? Nothing really.
He does entertainment kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really geared towards 12-year-olds, I think. But
I agree. What were you gonna say, Brandon? I
was gonna say, I mean, his is all entertainment and wow factor, and you just have to see what it's really all about. I mean, most of his shows now are these 100-day, 200-day type challenges to, people are stuck in a room, and they're more like social experiments than anything. And I think that's what kind of draws you in, is like, what's going to happen to these two people? Are they going to make it? What kind of conflict are they going to get into, and all that kind of stuff? So it's kind of like reality TV, maybe.
I think he has a TV show now, doesn't he? It's I forget, some kind of games. It's like the
Squid,
makes sense.
Is it like the Squid Games?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the Squid Games, but it's the Beast Games.
Yep, Beast Games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to reach that wide audience, you have to probably really go in that 12th grade level. Yeah.
But if you want to, going into the reason that I have a channel that I've had for a while, the All Things Funnels, that's pretty broad. I might have screwed. I actually recently renamed it for the revival of that channel. But it was a lot of how-to videos, how to do this, how to do that inside of ClickFunnels. That's what it started out as. Or affiliate talk, reviews. Here's Traffic Secrets book. This is the greatest book since sliced bread. You should definitely come here and get this book. Here's a link down in the description, right? And it's good, but there's a lot of people that are doing that. So there's a lot more competition in that space. So you really got to up your game with a make money online niche, whether it's ads or whether it's YouTube, because there's a lot more people in that niche than there are in that, right? There's a message.
Yeah, interesting. I was reading a post from someone online, and they were talking about how they started their online journey with that infamous Google search, the how to make money online Google search. And I thought to myself, I started online with the same search. Can you imagine if you were to rank for that phrase?
How to make money online?
Yeah.
If you rank for that, I won't bother looking it up now. But yeah, if you have the top, Russell probably has it. But if you rank for that, you're probably doing okay. Maybe I will.
How many monthly searches for how to make money online? Talk about if you could rank for that, rank, of course, rank on the first page of Google for that phrase. That's traffic every month, almost nonstop.
Well, with the latest in SEO today and Google's AI garbage, you're getting AI over you first, and then from across the web, it has this drop down thing now, and then Reddit is the first real link now. Reddit and Google are like in bed together.
Oh.
So, and then for videos, Mark Tilbury is the #1 video that shows up, and that's from March 22, 25.
Really? That's not that long ago.
YouTube Iman Godzi, I've heard of him.
Name sounds familiar.
April 16, 2025. Laziest way to make money online, 100 plus a day. And Dave Nick Daily 9 hours ago is #3. I tried a new website to make money online. Does it work?
YouTube likes recency, so that's why we're seeing recent stuff.
You mean to tell me 9 hours ago, and they're showing up front page?
It's front page in the video section.
If you look at his channel, I haven't looked at his channel, but I bet if you go in and look at his channel, he probably has a pretty well optimized channel. It's probably not about that one video. He probably has a whole channel around the topic.
Yeah, he has 367,000 subscribers. Video came up 8 hours ago. And Dave Nick Daily, it's all about making money.
Interesting. Maybe, interesting. Maybe you can funnel hack that.
And
yes,
it can be done.
Yes. While we have you here, we can't let you leave without giving us maybe a little bit of your expertise surrounding the CF Pro Tools that everyone has. Everyone's like, hey, that's what you're mostly known for.
I think so. Is like when people hear the name Matt King, are they thinking, oh yeah, that guy from CF Pro Tools? It probably is, like in the ClickFunnels world. I don't know, outside of ClickFunnels, maybe not, but
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I know that your grandma had celebrated a milestone birthday recently too. How many years was that? Was that your grandma?
Yeah, my grandma turned 90 and then in February, and then she actually just got married last month. So 90 years old.
Oh,
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Gary Vee would be impressed.
Oh,
because he's always saying there's still time. Doesn't matter how old you are. 90 years old, you're still a baby. Go out and do
She was
something.
married for like 60 plus years. But grandpa passed away about a decade ago, so she found herself somebody to
older or younger man.
He's slightly younger, like 80, late 80s.
she's his cougar. I'm just.
She is. Yeah, she didn't want to be by herself anymore, so. Me and my brother always tried to go in and kind of keep an eye on her, make sure she had somebody around, but apparently we didn't go enough, so she found somebody. But good for her. I'm glad she found a partner in life. So another one.
Yeah, that was good.
It's not too late. You see, it's not too late for me. Yep. You never know. Could happen in my 60s or 70s. I don't know. It could happen if I go to Marley Jackson's wedding.
You could meet an internet marketer girl. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. So.
Have you seen that online about selling tickets to her wedding? Have you seen it?
Yeah. I'm not sure how it's going, but my wife and I we got an invite. But we're busy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we were a little bit taken aback by the selling tickets to a wedding thing. So I hope that it goes well, and I would love to see the feedback on it. And this is going out live, and Marley might be watching. I don't know, but
They are all. Hey, that's a controversial topic. Maybe we could start some drama down there, right?
right? There might be some. I don't know. No, it's Steve and Marley are great. I love those guys. But we we had a hard time getting behind the paid ticket. So.
I mean, what's the difference of going for free and taking a gift that you bought, or at least having a card and putting money in it, than just paying for a ticket? I don't really see a
I don't know.
difference.
They've got a pretty good like if you look at the offer stack on that wedding, they've
Yeah.
and
It's exactly what it is.
they have a pretty good lineup of events and stuff going on. So you know, if you want to
For
be
the
if you
grand,
want to be
yeah.
in that room, it's probably it might be worth the money to some people.
Right.
Yeah, it's either 97 or 997 if you want the full weekend experience. I thought it'd be kind of cool. I mean, if I don't know, if I followed him more and was in those other programs and all that kind of stuff, it would definitely be more enticing than to just go in cold. It's definitely a warmer audience offer than it is a cold offer.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to some random person's wedding.
Yeah.
Unless you're either really, really into that kind of stuff and that subject matter they're talking about and say, hey, this is neat, and you're looking to get ideas from it, or you could be like Mark, trying to find your next love, and you're willing to spend $1,000 to be in the room with the high level female entrepreneurs that can match your energy. Totally up to you.
What
Hey,
Look at it as an investment.
I think what I see them doing really is the messaging, and I'm listening to the messaging and what's coming out, the words, and how she called it a 3-day content filled wedding festival. So so that just it's
like I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds more like you're getting tickets to like you're getting tickets to a wedding festival where you can actually learn about relationships, learn some relationship, and then actually have a opportunity to have. I see it as probably a spa day, but I think they're gonna have some some health. What is it, like Gary Brecka does with Grant Cardone? Isn't it Gary Brecka that does the 10x health?
Yeah, so I think there's like cold plunge and massage and guru wellness stuff and all that kind of stuff on
Guru
Sunday,
Wellness.
and then Friday is like the rehearsal dinner and all that kind of stuff, and then Saturday is you might get a premium seat for the event, and then something after the fact at the reception. But I mean, like I said, the offer stack looked great, and again, if I was more in that sphere of influence and circle, yeah, it's definitely a good ticket to buy.
Yeah. It might be a different story if I was like still in Idaho. I used to live in Idaho. I don't anymore. If it was like right next door, I don't know where if that's where everything's taking place right there in Idaho or not, but I don't know. Maybe it would be worth. Might have been.
Boise.
I'm pretty sure it's in Idaho.
Yeah, I think it's in Boise.
Yeah, that would make sense. They both live there, so.
Awesome. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me see. I think we had some. Let's see here. Okay. Well, maybe we've got a question here that you can answer for from the audience.
Me?
Matt. All right. Yeah.
From Matisse. We'll go with
Yes.
Matisse. That sounds good.
You see the question?
Yeah. What is the most important part in VSL pages, not counting the video itself? And I would almost always, without even hesitating, say the headline if it's not counting the video itself. So, yeah, if you have to have your headline, the video, our headline, subheadline, your video, and maybe a button like a call to action. But the headline's got to be what really calls them in. That's going to be important, and it's going to tell them who this is for, what they're, hey, is this contributing to their pain point, and offering a solution of some sort, even if it's as simple as how to get the incredibly good without the incredibly bad formula for the headline, which is tried and true and has worked for a long time. I would say outside of the video, definitely it's some kind of a headline, a good one.
I would agree.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. The headline sells the video.
Mm-hmm. Either that or the first 4 seconds in the video.
The hook.
Yeah, it's definitely the hook gets it and keeps people on the page. If not, they're going to be bouncing.
Yeah, if you can get them into the video, you can get into the hook story offer kind of thing. You can get into the story part and keep them hooked. So
nice. How long have you been in the because you told us about your backstory. What was your job in the military? How many years did you do? I heard you say that you spent time over in the Gulf. Were you at Desert Storm?
I'm not that old, but
Okay.
I was Desert Storm was in like 1990, I think. But I was in pretty much the same area. I was in Iraq in 2004, and then I was there again in 2011, and then the Army didn't think that was enough time to be on a deployment, so they're like, well, we're going to send you to Afghanistan all in the same deployment. So we did 2011 in Iraq, and then we kind of wrapped things up there because that's when everybody was kind of pulling out of Iraq. And to answer your other question, what I did in the military was fly helicopters. So we were there flying cargo, rubber dog crap from Hong Kong, dragging stuff and people all over the place, pulling them out of Iraq. And then we got back to Kuwait towards the beginning of 2012. And they were like, well, you guys haven't been here long enough, so we need to find something else to do with you. So they sent us to Afghanistan for another 6 months. So
what kind of choppers? Chinooks?
Yeah, Chinooks, buddy.
Really? Was it?
Yeah, that was it. I swear to God.
Oh man, those are beasts.
Yeah. You carry 30 people and 18,000 pounds worth of crap. Except on a hot day.
That's the chopper that they repel out of too.
Yeah, they could repel out of Blackhawks as well, but yeah, they do. Chinooks will allow for water buckets, rappelling, fast ropes, which I think is just the rappelling. Trying to think of something else cool that they do besides the firefighting and jumping out of it. You could put gunners in the back. I don't want to say anything that'll get us all banned from Facebook, so I'll just keep it at that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a very multifunctional aircraft. It's very powerful. We did a lot of air assault missions while we were there. We were attached to, I don't even know. I'm probably talking all kinds of crap that I shouldn't even be talking about. But we were attached to the Australian Special Forces, and we found out just how much Australia doesn't. They don't hold back when it comes to taking out bad guys, and they're like that was our job, was to take them in, let them do their job, and then we would come back and we would pick them back up an hour or two later, and after they've done their thing, and which we won't say out loud because we don't want to get banned. So
Who has the better special forces team?
America. Australia. Well, let's just say Australia just does. They have a little bit less restrictions, and they just don't care. America's got a lot of red tape, and things that they have to think twice before they go in and start doing their thing.
Ah,
Yeah. Like,
so
should we?
it makes sense. Flight simulation, and you were a helicopter pilot.
You got it.
That's where the experience comes in, and probably a little bit of the knowledge that you're sharing on your YouTube channel. So you transition to the role in your civilian life, and your role there at CF Pro Tools, was it more just the training and support, or did you get into any programming or any of that as well?
uh, I would say that I didn't really do the coding and the development. That was definitely Jamie's world, and he did that much better than I could have ever even thought to do it. I did kind of dabble with it, and I could play around. I knew enough to be dangerous with it, and you can use AI to create some basic stuff. If you're really good at it, you might be able to create something a little more sophisticated with AI. But you could get ChatGPT to write you some simple script or some CSS, and that was very helpful when maybe I just needed to help out a customer. Hey, I need to change the color of this when that wasn't an option through ClickFunnels or through CF Pro Tools, one of the add-ons. So it's like, oh, well, we can override a lot of things with custom CSS inside of ClickFunnels. So I just give somebody a basic class in CSS, the hard stuff that they didn't know they needed that day.
Nice, nice. So you having you coming full circle, and now you're wanting to serve those that have served as well. What I think when I introed it, when I introed the show, we talked about funnels being for any niche. It's not just for coaches, consultants, or content creators, or social media influencers. That's what everyone sees, but funnels can really be a part of most anyone's niche.
Yep.
How can a veteran, or tell us what you do to help veterans and understand and use the power of funnels in any businesses that they're going to go into after they've left?
Yeah, for sure. So when it comes to, I'm actually kind of working on building up a school group. School's still kind of new to me, school.com. So I'm kind of figuring that out and figuring out how I can use that to really foster a community of veterans and help them understand what a funnel is. So when a veteran, especially one that has been deployed a lot of times, and they've gone through 20 years, 15, 20 years and retired, then, or longer, they're going to get out. Some of them might be really happy to be out and just go enjoy their lives if they have a good retirement. But a lot of them will still have that urge to keep themselves busy and to go do something. And some of them will want to take on a new skill that they may or may not have. So, or they've got a skill that they learned in the military that could very easily transfer over to the internet marketing world. So if you're a veteran, as an example, if you're a veteran and you have a skill and you're good at teaching and training others, then you have like a potential gold mine at your fingertips by getting into the funnel world and the YouTube world, because you can use YouTube as a traffic generator and just talk about the things that you know. And then you would move those people, via a link or Audible, and just saying, hey, go click this link. When I say Audible, I mean like audibly saying, hey, there's a link down in the description. Go click on that. Or there's a link I'm leaving down in a comment. Go click on that. And then hopefully they'll go click on it. They'll get what you said you were promising them. It's called a lead magnet. And then they will take advantage of that. And if you're a good marketer, which I would, of course, teach people to be a good marketer, I would say use whatever you're giving them to nurture them and offer something that's going to hopefully maybe cost them a little bit of money so that you can monetize it. Not that everything's about money, but when it comes to marketing and entrepreneurship, we got to put food. We got to put the food on the table, right? And so, and that can be a good next chapter for a veteran. That gives them purpose. That gives them a mission. That gives them something to do, which is what most military people are looking for.
As a former veteran, I can say yes.
Where are you a former veteran? Or are you in the military? What'd you do?
I keep saying former. I was just
Are you a vet?
at this point. Yes.
Okay.
I'm a veteran of a foreign war. I've gone to war myself too.
The Gulf War in 1990.
I was there in '89.
Okay. You got a decade on me, brother. So, but I salute you though, and I respect
Yes.
you there. You know what?
Yes.
I respect
I
that you
earned
guys
my
can wrap
stripes.
that crap up in 3 days as opposed to 20 years.
Whoa! Oh, back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank God. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Yeah. Could have been a lot. Yeah. My experience could have been a lot different. But I was not legal age back then. Okay. So I had to be signed into the military. I was that young. So if that gives me a few more years, then I'll take it.
I think I went into the Army at 17. My mom had to sign me off, so I hear you.
Yeah. Yep.
What'd you do? What'd you do in the military?
I was I was a 36 Lima. I was Signal Corps. I did my basic training. You know how they've changed the names of the bases so much that I can't even keep track of it anymore.
Just say the
But
old name. I'll know what you're talking about.
yeah, it was Fort Jackson, South Carolina, was basic training.
That's where I went.
And then Fort Gordon, Georgia, my training was it was a long training. It was 28 weeks. Was my AIT.
That is a long training.
Yeah,
or a long AIT.
It was. It was definitely one of the longer trainings, and it was basically a full-blown course on ACDC. Sorry. AC, ACDC circuitry and telephone operation. That's what I was. I was a 36 Lima. So we were switchboard operators basically, but we also worked on the circuit boards. That it was on the back of a 5-ton van. So we were mobile and we supported the frontline troops. We used to run. Well, I didn't run it because we had vans that were connected to us that ran the telephone lines. And this was well before GPS or even it was almost before cell phone time. Yeah. I think GPS was a brand new technology, and we had these devices that were about this big.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So that's what my job was really. You could say I was electrical tech, behind the scenes switchboard operator.
You know, that could be monetized on YouTube. That skill.
Absolutely. But when I got out and I spent a few years in the reserves, I changed MOSs to a 63 whiskey, and I became a light wheel vehicle mechanic. So I did some more schooling, light wheel vehicle mechanic. I learned about cars, and then I spent 20 years being an insurance claims adjuster for auto claims. At least.
Nice.
I'm still asked about auto claims a lot. I'm still asked about it. You know, people that have known me for a long time. This insurance company's trying to rip me off. What do I do? I give them a little bit of advice, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that worked."
Wait, did you ever meet the Geico Gecko?
Oh, we were. I worked for the. I worked for the. Their rival. I'll say that. I'll say their name. Progressive.
Okay.
He's good.
Okay.
He's good friends with Flo.
I was with Flo. Yeah.
We like Flo. Flo's cool.
Yes. Flo and I were like this, but yeah, absolutely. But that's a. I think what you're doing for veterans, it would be something that's really needed. Um, I think that being able to transition from military life to civilian life, and and actually learning how to use funnels to really start to grow an online business, and as you put it, use those offline skills to turn it into an online business. That's really commendable. If anyone was interested in getting in touch with you, Matt, and finding out exactly how to, how you're helping them, how would they reach out to you?
Probably one of two ways. One of them would be to go to my funnel hub, which is funnelmastery.cc. And that would take you to a page that has, different links to different things that I do. But the school link is on there. And, if you wanted to get involved with the YouTube thing, that's probably where I'm going to do it. Otherwise, I would say an email. Matthew at keystonemethod.com. So if that, which is another thing that's probably going to open up a whole nother can of worms, but that's the email that I use. And so,
Oh wow, you just gave up your email address to 1,000 spammers.
probably. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on. And so, was I supposed to give out the junk email?
No, they're gonna go ahead and put that in their autoresponder.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to change it if that's the case, but we'll see how it goes.
Or Brandon, you want to give out your email address? It's funny, we were talking about this just last week about the amount of spam calls that
Oh man, it's ridiculous. No, I'm not giving out my email address. You can probably find it easily enough if you know where to look. But as far as spam calls go, I still got like 325 voicemails I got to delete off my phone from the beginning of this year, and they are ridiculous. Like there are days where I have like literally 20 voicemails that have just been dropped onto my phone. It's like
spam.
Yeah, spam.
Yes.
Selling me final expense insurance, Medicaid or Medicare supplements, auto insurance.
Buy a timeshare.
No, I haven't gotten one of those.
those are
No,
my favorite.
You
no,
get
no.
on you get on a timeshare list, you will never ever stop hearing from them ever.
Oh, well, actually, I have not heard from this one company in quite a while. So maybe Incogni, this is not a plug for them, have taken me off that particular list. But I did a timeshare deal a couple years back. Uh, it was a Texas deal when I went to Texas for the Bronco Off Rodeo in Galveston, and I went through their whole funnel deal to get my free $200 or $100 or whatever the heck it was. And yeah, they haven't called me back. So, and they haven't offered me any more free vacations either. So, there's that.
Jerks.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no, I'm not spending $40,000 for a timeshare. No, no, I
I
don't think so.
I have a timeshare.
You know, you bought it back in the '90s though, in the '80s when they were actually kind of worth something. So
Back in the
there's,
90s. Yeah, it's all
so
paid off too. So
yeah,
that I'm
there you
not.
go.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just paying the maintenance fees, which is
They keep
okay, I
going up.
guess.
Maintenance fees keep going through the roof. Yeah.
Luckily, they're not crazy right now. But then it's tax deductible. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what?
yeah. The HOA fees are tax deductible. At least here in Texas, I know. It's something that I put on my taxes. And all the HOA fees that I pay for my
Well, Texas doesn't have state income tax, so how's it tax deductible for you?
It's an exemption. Yeah. I
Well,
claim
then
it as an
it'd have to be federal then,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
because
Yep,
there's no state in Texas.
Talk to your
that's
tax
right.
guy; they'll straighten it out.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully the IRS isn't watching this. Yeah. So, anywho,
If they are,
moving on.
comment down below.
Yeah. So let us know if you're an IRS agent or do taxes.
They certainly don't have my email address. Crap.
I don't know. Maybe Matisse is from the IRS.
He might be.
All right, we just hit the top of the hour. Matt, this has been fantabulous. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate your service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, here's to much success with what you're building out for the veterans.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys thinking of me. I know you've been trying to get me on since FHL, and it just now worked out. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for making the time. Thanks for sharing. Last words. Any last words out there that that you like to leave everyone with?
Man, I wish I had more than 5 seconds to think about that one. Wish I'd do great things and be impeccable with your word, and you will manifest everything you want in life. Have fun.
That was great. You came up with that in like 5 seconds. When's the next live event you plan to attend in the world of ClickFunnels? Did you see especially with the with the release of the new ClickFunnels Connect events, going to be smaller local events. You plan to attend any of those or show up live anytime in the near future?
I think they need a list of them so that I know where all the future ones are going to be. I've seen one in Las Vegas and one in the UK, and I think I'm done with Vegas. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe one pops up somewhere else, maybe closer to Michigan.
We're trying to get one going in Columbus, so I don't know exactly where they're at on that journey with signing everything and figuring out locations. Definitely going to be smaller, nothing huge. But I think the very next one we're actually Todd Dickerson's going to be at, and why can't I ever think of his name? We had dinner with him, talked about Offer Lab and everything.
Andrew,
yes, that's the guy. Barcelona in July 8th, Barcelona. Free event, one day. It's on a Tuesday. It's totally weird. But yeah, so fly out to Spain and go to a ClickFunnels Connect event for free. $1,800 tickets and hotel though. So
I'm gonna have to pull in a few. Gonna have to find a few veteran clients.
Yeah, there you go. Have them pay for it. That's what I got to do. I got to find somebody to pay for it for me.
So you're in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where in Michigan?
Near Grand Rapids area. So also, if you remember who Ryan Montgomery was, one of the ClickFunnels partners at one point, I think he's in the area. So if I did have one going here, we could see if I could find him. If anybody could find him, he's probably in hiding somewhere, but he could be the guest of honor.
Tracy Kelly is there near you, and I know she's looking for something close. Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that an ambassador, ClickFunnels partner, funnel builder? Tracy Kelly?
She might as well be.
Yeah, she might as well be. She doesn't hold any official title as far as ambassador or anything like that goes, but I mean, she's in the ecosystem a lot, so
that's good. Yeah. Good enough.
I think her main entry into ClickFunnels was she was featured in the .com Secrets Summit when Russell Brunson re-released the .com Secrets, and it was her donation funnel that was she was a featured speaker in that summit, and that's still around, but you can see her in that summit.
Okay.
But I
will
know
take
she's
your
in the
word for it.
Detroit area, and I'm gonna definitely let her know that you are there too. That way, when something comes up local, yeah, you guys can meet up there. Maybe I don't, we'll
You
see
know
what
what you
happens.
you know what she's gonna do when you tell her I'm in Grand Rapids? She's gonna put her hand up to the screen and she's gonna go, I'm over here. He's way over here. For any of our Midwestern friends, they know, they get it. Brandon gets it.
I know. I totally understand it.
I feel bad because I always forget where she's at. I always forget where she's at, but I think it's out in the suburbs of Detroit. I think it's somewhere near the suburbs of Detroit. Is that near you or you're?
I mean, it's a couple hours away. Yeah, it's on the other side. I mean, could be like Farmington Hills or Ann Arbor or something over there. And then Grand Rapids is kind of on the west side. She's
She's in
just on
Lake.
the other
She's
side of
in
the state,
Lake
but it's
Orion.
still 2
Lake
hours.
Orion. Lake Orion.
Yeah, that's probably kind of north of Farmington Hills area, I think. So, it's a nice lake. I flew over it in a Chinook once.
Cool. Well, if we don't see you in person, we hope to see you in person sometime soon. With no more funnel hacking live to look forward to, it's kind of like, it's like, when is that next time that we'll be able to all meet together? I think Funnel Hacking Live was just a really great experience. Just seeing everybody at least once a year. But and now it's just, we'll see you online somewhere. We'll definitely link your YouTube channel in the comments so that anyone who wants to check out your channel, Flight Simulations, or maybe even Funnel, what was the other one? Funnels.
All Things Funnels.
All Things Funnels.
I think it's youtube.com/@allthingsfunnels, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think of my own custom domain. I'm like, I think it's @allthingsfunnels, and then the Flight Sim one is @FlightSimGuides. So
awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Always great to see you. And that's going to be it for tonight. So we will see you all next week. Same time, same channel. And remember, make the world a better place, one funnel at a time. Take care.